जहांगीर आर्ट गैलरी में ये मेरा फर्स्ट सोलो शो है और ये शो जहांगीर की सबसे बड़ी गैलरी ऑडिटोरियम हॉल में हो रहा है, इसलिए मैं बहुत ज़्यादा खुश हूँ। बात करना नहीं आता ज़्यादा, लेकिन मुझे पेंट से एक्सप्रेस करना ज़्यादा पसंद है, इसलिए मैं शब्दों से कम लेकिन पेंट से ज़्यादा व्यक्त होता ये बात।
It's that moment when the water is in your hands, it is gone and more has come in, which has flown and more has come in. I think it's perfectly appropriate to describe abstract art, which is art with no object, no known object in it. It is again transient, it passes. Even the artist, when he's painting, abstract artist when he's painting, I don't think even he at any point knows what is the end result going to be. It's like the water that he's held in his hand and it has flown off and the next one has replaced it. That's how he works the layers in his work. Most abstract art is not a straight shot of one color. It's again a mixture of a lot of colors. Very often the artist doesn't even know how that color has come about. So that's abstract art. Nivas Kanhere, I hope I'm here in 20, 25, 30 years when he's at the top of the art world. A very, very honest young man coming from a small taluka in Solapur. And we had his opening yesterday when half the village was here, which was wonderful to see. That shows the honesty of the work that has come through.
I'm Abhijit Tamane and I am standing in front of Nivas Kanhere's work. Nivas Kanhere is an artist based in Pune. He has been a rural artist from Solapur and he studied art in Pune. Now lives on the outskirts of Pune. We see the colors of rural and urban settings in his painting and this is not a typical work of Nivas Kanhere. He paints usually in these shades, the blue shades or cooler shades, like many abstractionists do. But I have chosen this work because this has many colors. This is a joyous work, and his journey started from here. He uses oils on canvas and uses roller with his color, and what you can see here is his work by palette knife. Layers and layers of color inhibit in his work, and that becomes a geometric pattern. The pattern is not preconceived or like these squares you see here have not been drawn before. They happened on the work while he worked. The rest of the show, if we can see the other paintings or the paintings on this side, are mostly blue, right? And these are the cooler ones, these are the cool colored ones, and he has shifted from here to these works. That has been Nivas' journey, and his technique has also been important in his work. Beyond the technique of using rollers and palette knife, which Nivas Kanhere has mastered, comes the flow. You can feel the flow because this work is blue. You can imagine the sea. You can imagine water in a square. But whatever be the color, there is a definite flow in Nivas's works. even if the color is not pertaining to water, it doesn't relate to water, as in blue. There is a certain flow in Nivas's work that comes from the way he handles paint. The way he handles paint is in itself as if he is flowing through his color. And there is a story behind this flow which I have narrated in the wall text of this exhibition, and also some of his friends like Pradeep Aute know the story. As a schoolboy, Nivas would go to a village stream and put his hands, take some water of the stream in his hands, gently put off the water again back into the stream, and kept looking at the water, kept looking at the flow. That's what he has told us as his first visual memory. And we all go back to his memory while we see his works, so as to understand the works better. Of course, beyond that story, there is a definite element of imagining the paint as not being static, as not being relegated to one shape. As in, some paintings have one shape will become one color, other shape would have another color. Here he is playing with the layers of color, getting them mixed, sometimes keeps them as it is. Sometimes the color goes beyond. Now he hasn't applied black here, but it becomes blackish because it has layers and layers of color. And it all must have started from here, the lighter shades, gradually going to the darker ones, and again